Hello, if you're receiving this video and the link to this video within an email that I've sent to you, we've likely had a bit of communication. So you know that my name is John Solano and I'm a family counselor with the Immediate Response Program. Um, so at this point in our connection, I want to begin to introduce you to some helpful information. And there's also a reflection of how I personally support families in in creating healthier and happier relationships. So what you've received in this email as an attachment is a document called the Code of Honor exercise. I'm going to screen share that with you right now. All right. And I will explain it. So right now you're seeing a worksheet. It says my code of honor. Now, the instructions are very simple. What I'd like you to do is to circle 5 words that you think would make up your personal sacred ground, your personal code of honor, what you stand for. If I were to ask you, what are you all about? Who are you at the end of the day? What values, virtues, beliefs, convictions do you hold dear? Excuse me. You can look at this list below, and the idea is to choose 5 words from all the bolded words. So you can, here's the words, right? Love, trust, respect, intimacy, forgiveness, strength, passion, faith. So there are many words there that you can choose and circle. So circle them first. And then as you circle each one, write it down on one line. So there's one virtue for one line. Okay. So this is going to be called your code of honor. Now, basically, as human beings, we have since the beginning of time had an internal struggle going on. The struggle is that we aspire to be people of character, good character, what we call people of integrity. Integrity basically means keeping your word. Well, what word? Well, these words that you've chosen. And so when somebody says, for instance, that they stand for respect, that that's one of their cherished values, then I suppose you could say what's expected is that this person would do all they can to embody that and to have that reflected in how they conduct themselves from day to day, how they speak, how they act, etc. If a person can do that, we would say that that person is a person of good character or someone who has integrity. Now that's easy to say, but it's very difficult to do. As we say, nobody's perfect. But what we do know is that the more we can live that out, the better our life and our relationships become. The less we're able to live that out, the worse things get. So, as I work with individuals and families, I want to know right away what it is that you stand for, what your values are, what your beliefs are, what your convictions are, those values that you hold dear. Okay. And then we can talk about how well that's going for you in terms of living those out in your relationships. When I do family counseling and again work with the individuals within a family, I give everybody this exercise. I give everybody this opportunity to declare themselves. And I have a promise for people that if everybody just works on their own integrity, what I call minding your own business, it's like your greatest task, if you will, is to be a person of integrity, and that is your task alone. But if you can do that, your relationships will get better automatically. A lot of things will get better automatically. So, this is the idea. All right. Every parent wants to be a parent of integrity. Every parent wants to raise men and women, children and young men and women of integrity. And I know that's true for you. I know that's true for every family member. Everybody wants to be a person of integrity. So this is how I've constructed an opportunity to do that. And we can begin to talk about that. When we talk about things, I don't want to talk about or create a conversation around who's at fault, who's to blame, good or bad, right or wrong. We're just going to talk about whether we're in or out of integrity. Okay. So we're going to keep it simple. So this exercise will help you with that. At the bottom of this is another exercise that we can talk about later, but it has to do with you taking those virtues that you've picked and putting those into these blanks to create what we'll call your sacred vow. It's like a promise that you make. So if you have all these great virtues that you hold dear, they're like gifts, to give to the world, and it doesn't really do any good to keep those all to yourself. So it says that you're kind of on a mission. You have a mission to give these gifts to the world, which we call your sacred vow. And so you can plug those in if you'd like to those blanks and move the words around until they feel like they're a good fit for you. And then we can talk about that as well. Feel free to email or text me with any questions you have about the exercise, but your willingness and ability to complete this will help you get your results faster, and it'll uh, you know, move our time along much smoother. All right. So again, thank you for doing this, and I will stop sharing this, and yeah, let's talk later. Okay. Take care.